freestyles, the interviews, the bar exam. 15 minutes of fame, the world's most respected battle rap media.
15 minutes of motherfucking brain.
Geechee fucking Gotti, man.
Yes, killer, man. And that's like another guy who we found, and he did a PG at first, and then, we have a PG with him that never dropped. You know what I mean? Where he didn't. The battle just wasn't a good battle, but like we stuck in there, and we hung with him, and now he's really coming into his own, and he's just somebody. It's just dope to see that we can still foster and develop new talent and bring guys up to a level where they're like international battle rap stars.
Who was it? Lloyd Banks shouting them out. And then, you know what? I'm gonna go on camera and be honest. Like, I'm okay with celebrities and shit like that support battle rap, and do the tweets and shit like that. Right. But I don't care. I know it matters to the battle rappers when Lloyd Banks says something or Drake says something. Right. But if y'all are not taking, remember what's the movie with Sam Jackson? He played He played the cop. It was a remake. Buster was in it. Shaft. Remember his Shaft and my man, the Spanish dude? Peoples, my man. So remember when he told my man, he said, "Yo, I want you to take this to where you from. I want you to take my cocaine down to where you at in the business section." Boom, boom, boom. I don't see the industry embracing it like that, bringing it into the industry. Right. You know what I mean? So until they do that, it's cool that they appreciate, but until they do that, I don't really care.
Yeah, a lot of them. I
don't get beat up for that.
There's two ways to look at that. You know what I mean? On a competitive level, a lot of people don't want to bring attention to something that could possibly, impede their progress or their, financial earnings. So people don't want to. Hip hop has changed just in general. When it really became a business. Before, you would see people getting on albums or doing songs with guys who they thought were dope. But now, if you want to get on an artist's song, you got to sign to his production company in order for him to put you on a song. You know what I mean? So things are different. The business aspect came into play. But, for the most part, in terms of them, this is why we go to the urban plazas, the Webster Halls, the Warehouse Lives. Because when you do events in those type of venues, it's a statement.
You're selling out what they're selling out.
Selling out what they're selling out. So they naturally become curious. You have people that are watching, even though they're not saying anything, it still keeps things growing and elevating to the next level. You know what I mean? So you're saying there's nothing that's off limits here. Like if Carnegie Hall would rent to us, URL could sell Carnegie Hall out. I know we could easily. We could
how many
Radio
people
City.
In Carnegie Hall?
I don't know, but I mean,
don't say you could sell.
I know we could do it. I'm confident we could do it. I think it's just it's Carnegie Hall is more about the prestige.
If you can book Carnegie Hall,
that's what I said. If they would rent Carnegie Hall to us, we could do it. So, and I say that to say, there's not any place that I don't believe that the URL would make an impact at. We're just thankful that we have that type of following and people who who support us.
So, and real quick before I move on, want to clear up. We appreciate, I don't want these industry people to think that I'm just saying fuck them, we don't need them, we don't care. Right. All I'm saying is, if y'all want to show your support, just show your support on the other side.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Bring
Because
attention to it.
this is the core. Right. This is hip hop. Right. No matter what the mumble rap, no matter how it changes the styles, battle rap is hip hop.
Yes.
You know
it's
what
where
I mean?
lyricism lives.
That's a fact.
Is where lyricism lives right now on a consistent major scale. This is where the rappers are.
That's right.
If you look at what we have, it isn't really rap. You know what I mean? I'm not here to say that.
No, it is.
Bad.
It's rap. It's not hip hop. That's
what it is. It's not the same format, you know. And you could say things change. I just think that it's a derivative, and I think it's unfair to the new artist, and I think it's unfair to the existing artist to call them the same thing.
Right.
You know? So like when you have these new kids like Yachty or whatever that come up to these radio stations and people make fun of them or whatever because they don't have 100 bars for flex or swing in the morning, they're not those type of artists. That's not their goal.
They're rap
They're
artists.
not writing, but they're not attempting to be the best. They're not following the traditional culture of the MC saying, I'm the best rapper alive. That's not their goal.
Mm-hmm.
Their goal is to make entertaining music for people to party to, and that's fine. But that is a derivative of what hip-hop culture is.
Right.
Hip-hop culture is based on competition and saying, I'm the best and I'll defend it at all costs. These kids are not doing that. And I'm not saying that one is better than the other, but I think it's unfair when you have Nas and you have Fetty Wap to call both of them hip-hop and put them in the same category for an award when they do two totally different things. Again, I'm not saying that one is better than the other because I actually enjoy both of their music, but I think when you put the same label on both types of artists,
That's
it becomes
the industry.
confusing.
The
right?
industry
and
does
then
that.
what happens is the more singing, mumble rap style of music is what's important. So you're telling the people that this is hip-hop and this is what this hip-hop is presently. So then the kids that are growing up, they're looking at these guys and they're not really focused on the rhymes. It's more so about vibe, and chants, and things like that. So it eradicates lyricism because there's no need to be a lyricist if what's selling is singing or putting an auto-tune effect on your stuff and making music for the clubs, which is fine. It's all entertainment and it's all music. But I think when you label that hip-hop in the sense of what we refer to as a T.I., Scarface, and Nas, Jay-Z, and you try to say they're in the same category, it's not fair. You know what I mean? When you have these new kids come up, you know, what's my man's name? Gucci Gang and all of those guys, don't expect them to rap. You're better off getting a freestyle from Miley Cyrus or Willie Nelson. You know what I'm saying? They're not rappers. They'll tell you they're not rappers. They paint their toenails. They have a different expression. A lot of them wear like women's clothes and paint their nails and they wear chokers and they dye their hair and they do all this crazy different stuff. And they'll tell you they're rock stars or they're different things. So they're not trying to be rappers. So we shouldn't call them rappers or categorize them as rappers. We should just call them hip-hop entertainers, you know, because it does have a hip-hop feel.
No, ain't no hip-hop. You don't use the word hip-hop with those guys,
right.
Period.
Right.
You can say rap.
Right.
That's how I look
Right.
at it.
Right.
You can say rap, but never use hip-hop.
And when you once you look at it through a different lens, you know, it will be easier for you to accept and understand. If you have the expectations of these guys to be the Jay-Z's, the Nas, the this, that, you're comparing that, you're going to let yourself down. Just enjoy their music for what it is. They have some entertaining songs and you enjoy them and you like them, but if you want to hear lyricism, you know, you log on to urltv.tv or you go back and you listen to your classic stuff, or there are guys out here that are still rhyming, you know, you just got to really go out and you got to look for it. But what's
the Kendricks, the J. Cole's, you know, that's still hip-hop.
And that's a small side of lyricism because what's really missing is street lyricism. You know what I mean? Like Kendrick and Cole, they're good MCs and good lyricists, but they're not street lyricists. They're not Beanie Siegel or Freeway or, you know what I'm saying, AZ or Nas. They're not.
Or Lloyd Banks.
Right, they're not.
So,
they're not
speaking
lyrical
of him,
guys who are talking like street hardcore shit. That part of hip hop is basically extinct.
That's the essence of it all.
Extinct, so you don't even have that. Well, it's out there, but it's not promoted
It's not
as
popular.
much. So
That's what it is.
you know, but it's cool. Things change, and people have to understand that the traditional hip hop that we grew up on and loved, the lyricism, that type of hip hop is not what's in style. It's not the popular music of today. And when you realize that and understand it, just accept that for what it is. And if you want to hear some lyrical shit, you go find it and you watch battle rap.
15 minutes of fame.
You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go.